let's get to it. It's a list.
I
got a list. I got a top 5 list. The music's on.
It's great.
It's top 5 list.
Love top 5 lists.
I've got the top 5 games of week number 6.
There's so many good ones.
Okay?
You just made the list.
Let's go. Number 5 on the list. And by the way, I'm going to let you know how important these games are, not just by my commentary, but where they rank on my power rankings list as well. Another list that I like to do.
Right now,
Another list I like to do.
Is it Syracuse, NC State?
Nope. It's number 5. No, these are all professional games.
You didn't do both?
No,
I
did not do both.
There's 2 huge college games this
I get
weekend.
it. So we talked about those yesterday, GM. Here we go. Week 6. That's my list. Top 5 games of week 6. Here we go.
NFL.
Number 5 on the list. Battle of 3 and 2s. Winner goes to 4 and 2. Loser goes to 500. And if the home team goes to 500, that would be far more significant. That would mean a 5-alarm fire breaking out amongst their unrelaxed fan base. They would need a cup of ayahuasca if the Jets come into Lambeau Field and improve to 4 and 2. It's Zach who says he grew up emulating Aaron Rodgers in Aaron Rodgers' house.
Whose house?
Did Jair Alexander, when he said that he believed in the defense now, but not if they lost the next game, did he start manifesting negatively?
Uh-oh.
Can the Jets walk into Lambeau Field with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner and Jermaine Johnson and the rest of that stellar draft class and shock the Packers fresh back from their loss to another New York team in London? I will be tuned in for Gang Green versus Green Bay in Lambeau Field. Number 4 on the list. We will find out the value of a ping pong table with the Miami Dolphins 10th on my power ranking list against a team that is not yet ranked, much to the chagrin and its dismay of my colleagues here in studio, the 4-1 Minnesota Vikings, who could easily be 1-4.
But they're not.
They're not.
They're 4-1.
I just see a team, and I see a team in the Dolphins that can win this football game. And dare I say, despite Tyreek Hill purchasing a new ping pong table in a walking boot with a third-string quarterback starting, dare I say this team, Miami, should win this game.
What?
Yes.
Wait a second.
It's your third quarterback playing.
I get it. I like Mike McDaniel, and I cannot lie. That's number 4 on my list. Wow. Vikings at Dolphins. Number 3 on the list. Hey, 6 versus 7 in my power ranking list. How about the New York Giants at 4-1, hosting the 3-2 AFC North leading Baltimore Ravens? How about the Ravens, fresh off that win at home against the Cincinnati Bengals with Justin Tucker splitting the uprights? And when I say that, based on the math and I guess the metrics, it literally did split the uprights. Like you can measure where a ball splits the uprights and how it is in the middle. So Justin Tucker and the Ravens coming in off of that win, taking on a Giants team. Everybody's waiting for the other shoe to drop on the Giants. What if that other shoe doesn't drop? What if they drop it right on Lamar Jackson? What if that happens?
I would be pretty surprised if that happened.
We will see. We will see what a big game this is between the AFC North leading Baltimore Ravens, and for the Giants to basically go into the clubhouse at 5-1 and kick back and watch the Cowboys and Eagles beat each other up. That would be pretty nice.
Are you really going to pick the Giants?
I'm just talking about
I know, but I'm asking you who you're picking.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it, though. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Right. Number 2 on the list is a Sunday night football game, Cowboys and Eagles, 2 versus 5 on my power ranking list, 2 hosting 5. I think this is self-explanatory. And this game would be number 1 because it's the lone remaining undefeated team in Philadelphia taking on a Cowboys team that is starting Cooper Rush again, with everything going on with the starting quarterback and the possibility growing that the Cowboys say is not growing of what to do when Dak is healthy. That would be number 1 on the list if it were not for the rematch between the game of the year last year and potentially you'd have to say, if you made a list of top 5 playoff games that I've watched, covered, discussed in the 19 years I've been with NFL Network, 19 soon to be, my 20th year. This is my 20th season. It would be Bills and Chiefs. And the Bills watched the Chiefs make the Super Bowl a couple years ago in Arrowhead, and that's that famed photograph of Stephon Diggs standing out on the field in his uniform watching the celebration of the Lamar Hunt Trophy being awarded to the Hunt family's team. And then last year, when the Bills had him beat with Gabe Davis going nuts and both quarterbacks going back and forth and 13 seconds left on the clock, and we all know that the Bills wish they had squib kicked that baby because it was better than the alternative. Can't wait for this one. That's number one on the list.
So what's that? Is that it?
It is
I think
not.
we need one more.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll get one more.
The Ed O'Neill, George Clooney double dip.
I love that.
All right, here's the one more. How about the 2-3 Cardinals at the 2-3 Seahawks?
That is really sneaky.
How about the winner of this game goes to 500 at 3-3 in the NFC West to stay, one would assume, behind a 49ers team that has a supposedly winnable game in Atlanta, although they're banged up on defense going into that one. And Atlanta's been sneaky competitive this year. But the winner of this game goes to 500. And what if it's Arizona? That means they split the games without DeAndre Hopkins. This is their last game of DeAndre Hopkins' suspension. Or will they wind up going 2-4 in those games? And Geno and the Seahawks go to 3-3. And another interesting aspect of this game is the start time's up in the air. It would start at its normal time of 1 o'clock Pacific if the Mariners somehow don't pitch to Yordan Alvarez. If they get Yordan Alvarez out in Game 3, there would be a Game 4, and that start time would be pushed to 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern, the rare new window of NFL games. So that's an interesting aspect of this one, and when it's going to be played, and of course Kyler Murray against this speedy defense, and
I think the winner of this game
good one.
has a good chance of making the playoffs.
Well, look, they certainly keep themselves afloat.
Right.
In the division and put themselves in the mix of hanging around for a playoff spot.
Absolutely.
No doubt. I agree with you. You'd rather be 3-3 than 2-4.
Especially when the Rams lose to the Panthers.
And certainly with the Cardinals. With the Cardinals. And the Cardinals have performed better away from their stadium than home.
So I just want to make
this year.
Sure I got something right. You did 6 on a top 5.
Well, I did one more, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I had that right.
Do you need a hug, man?
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, he wants the same energy from this side of the room.
Yeah, my God, this guy acts like I'm committing a federal felony.
It's a top 5. There shouldn't be more than 5 on it.
Okay, but you didn't say a word when he did it.
Well, he didn't say this is part of my top 5. He didn't put it.
I'm just saying.
He
I'm
didn't
just
put
saying.
5B
how about
like
not
you
saying
do.
anything to either of us and just let us live and do our bits?